kind of disrespectful. It's like, what if I went and touched up Leonardo da Vinci's painting or something?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't like how he did this. That'd be rude. That'd be messed.
Draw a little sun in the corner with
Yeah,
little eyes on it.
with the little Mona Lisa. Like, come on, man, that would be messed up.
So I've been seeing a reoccurring trend in rap, which is the posthumous releases. So I kind of wanted to pick your brain on that today, and ask what your opinion is, how you feel, right?
Okay.
But I'm gonna give you some backstory, some insight. So basically, the Juice WRLD album came out, and of course it's a posthumous release. And so far, I haven't listened to it yet, but I've been seeing online that is very like mixed. It's mixed reviews and mixed this and mixed that.
Okay.
So I just wanted to ask you, what is your overall opinion on posthumous releases?
I don't think they should be done.
Why not?
Typically, posthumous releases are songs that an artist either vaulted or they were working on that wasn't completed. And I feel like if it was vaulted or incomplete, a good artist wouldn't release it.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I always think back to Michael Jackson. When he passed, there was an album that came out maybe a year or two later.
Yeah.
And it had all these features with other big celebrities on it. But it was songs that I could tell Michael Jackson would have never released. It just didn't. It sounded like something he was trying and didn't like. A lot of them were unfinished. So they got celebrity artists to come in and do a verse to finish them off. And I didn't like it. I didn't like how it sounded. I kind of think it's disrespectful to mess with someone's art when they're gone.
Yeah. And I'm seeing it more so happen with the SoundCloud era rappers, right? I'm pretty sure, like you said, with Michael Jackson, it's been happening for a long time.
Yeah.
But like, whether it's Lil Peep, you got X, then you have, what's the dude from New York?
Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke. You have Juice WRLD.
Yeah.
Right? I feel as if like when an artist is dead and gone.
Mac Miller had one recently too, right?
Yeah, that really is something. It's something weird about it that I don't like, regardless if the music is good or not. The artist didn't see it. The artist didn't have their own input to say, oh,
Yeah.
I want this song to be finished and sound this way, or I want this song to be placed here, or whatever the case is.
I'm not cutting you off.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think that, like, overall it's just kind of disrespectful. Like, yeah, the artist started this project, but it was an unfinished project.
Right.
So some things just have to go with them.
Yeah.
And that's okay if it's their art form. We'll enjoy what they already put out because at least I know they had their hands all over it rather than, oh, they started to work on it, but then everybody else finished it off for them, or it had to be pushed out because it's, whether it's a money grab or.
Yeah, and that's the big one for me is it's
a
always
money
a
grab?
fucking cash grab. I feel like it's a cash grab for these artists. And and sometimes, like, I be wondering to my sons, is it the fans that's wanting this?
No, honestly, the fans will. Okay, I keep going back to Michael Jackson because he's my best example.
Right.
I was a huge Michael Jackson fan. Next time we get with my mom, ask her, like, was Maisha really a fangirl of Michael? But I was a huge Michael Jackson fan, and I was very sad. Like, I actually remember crying. The world kind of stood still for 3 solid days after he died. And then we all kind of accepted, like, man, what a great era he gave us. What a great time and such great art he gave us. And I think everybody accepted it. Yeah. But then they released out songs that he didn't finish. And it's nothing Michael would have ever put out. Yeah. They don't even sound like a Michael Jackson song. It sounds more like, oh, they wanted to do this. I will say I understand an artist of Michael Jackson's caliber probably did have some things in writing, like, oh, in the event of release this, or he had kids, so he probably did have something updated to say, well, if anything ever happened, I would want this to be done so that my kids can have this, but I don't know. I just kind of feel like it's disrespecting who they are, disrespecting them as artists. At the end of the day, they are artists. And this is their form of art. And it's kind of disrespectful. It's like, what if I went and touched up Leonardo da Vinci's painting or something? Yeah. Like, I didn't like how he did this. That'd be rude. That'd be messed up.
Draw a little sun in the corner with little eyes on it.
With the little Mona Lisa. Like, come on, man. That would be messed up. So that's my personal opinion. I think it's very messed up to touch another artist's art.
And for whatever reason, it's not like it's ever like exceptional. They're always trash.
Pretty mid.
Because even you as the listener, right? If you're a fan of this person, you're listening to it just like that. Don't really.
Yeah, Michael's
yes,
missing.
it's his voice and everything, and it's always like half-ass verses.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's
that's why I'm saying like they're typically vaulted because they finished the song or they started working on the song and they were like,
They got the chorus and one verse.
Yeah, and
sometimes it's only the chorus and then you got some random artist versing it off.
Okay. I'm gonna play the album for you later, but the Michael Jackson album that came out afterwards was just like that. You could tell that Michael probably stopped after a verse and was like, I'm not feeling it, vaulted it, and then when he died, his estate released it with other artists.
Always this trash ass music, man. So I guess to wrap this up, posthumous releases, it shouldn't happen.
Right.
It's trash, and I think that's all we got to say on that, right?
Yeah, I think so.